aha. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today is Sunday, November the 6th, and we want to welcome you to the online virtual launch of We Are Women of Substance, Volume 2, Confident and on the Move. My name is Star Holmes Word, and tonight we are on dreamspirebooks.com. This is our host for this evening, so I want to thank you. For those of you who want to interact live with us, please go to dreamspirebooks.com. DREAMSPIRE books, BOOK.com. Thank you, everyone who is joining us live. Thank you to those of you who have supported us. Thank you to those of you who have been waiting for us to do the live virtually. It is amazing to be able to be here with you today and to do this live virtually. I've never seen it done this way, so we are extremely excited to join you today. All of the co-authors and myself as the lead author of this anthology, a series called We Are Women of Substance. This is volume 2, Confident and on the Move. All right, let me get a few little things taken care of here. My name is Star Holmes Word again. I'm in the Atlanta area. I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm a writer. I help women and a few lucky dudes to take the labels off that have been placed on you all these years so you can stand in your leadership and really be able to help those of you who follow you, who you lead, stand in confidence. They call me the confidence coach, and I love that because I really do feel that God has blessed me with a level of confidence that people need to work in this area in which I work. Now, I also write and create anthologies, as you can see. Thus, We Are Women of Substance, Volume 2. I'm very excited about that, and I have some wonderful co-authors here today that were in this book, and they're going to speak with us, each of them. We're going to ask them some questions. We're going to interact with them a little bit, and then we also have a special guest towards the end that I won't introduce you to yet, but I'll let you wait to the end to find out who that is, okay? All right. I created this platform so that other women could really have an opportunity to let their voice be heard. And I'm very grateful to be able to write books and to be able to share this platform with others. I'm also a jewelry artist when I am not writing books and not on the social media platforms. So I'm very excited about that as well. I have a line of jewelry coming out very soon in the next few months. And so I'm excited about that. Today, we're going to hear from the authors and Amazon bestsellers. Woo, woo! Congratulations, ladies. I want to say congratulations to Nishima and Natasha and Brienne, Angie, Kiona, and Cherise. Thank you all for taking this journey with me. And I want to thank our editor, Ms. Pam. I want to thank Darlene Rodriguez, who was our creative writing manager. I want to thank the graphics team 2, for all of our graphics work and a little bit of housekeeping. Nothing should be open but dreamspire.com, everyone. And if you want to purchase the book today, you're going to find your author who you're here supporting. Click on that and you'll be able to purchase the book from that author on their landing page or from their website. Okay? All right. So the first person, let's go ahead and call the authors in and let's have a conversation with some of them. Where is Miss Natasha? Where's Natasha? Let's see if we can find Natasha. Natasha, can you hear me?
Yes.
Miss Natasha Amir Najeti. Pronounce your name correctly, beautiful.
Yes, it's Natasha Ayeti.
Yes, Natasha Ayeti. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. How are you today, beautiful? Did you get some rest after we were up all night seeing if we were going to be bestsellers?
Yes, it was so exciting. I am doing well. This has just been a whole new process for me. Really excited about just seeing everything unravel and kind of come together at the end. So it's been great.
Oh, very good. Thank you for saying yes to this leg of your journey, for taking it with us. It's been exciting to say the least. Life happens to all of us. And so I want to thank you for hanging in there with us and being just an amazing woman with your follow through. Thank you for that, Natasha. All right, I have a couple of questions that I'm planning to ask each of the co authors. So, first question that I have for you, Natasha, is what do you hope people get from reading your story? What do you hope
Sorry,
people
sorry.
get from reading
Okay,
your
yeah,
story?
yeah. So, really just I think everyone has a testimony. Everyone has a story. We all that's the beauty of it. We all come from different backgrounds. We have experienced life in so many different ways, and it really helps to empower each of us when we share our stories to understand how to overcome life's obstacles. And
Yeah,
so really my biggest thing is being a nurse and then just being a mom, and even though I'm on the younger side, just sharing those opportunities so that people feel like they're not alone,
good.
that they have someone else that they can connect with and know that, hey, I can make it through, even though I go through life struggles. So,
Right. And I'm not going to share Natasha's journey with you, but I am going to say this. Natasha really overcame some bumps in the road during the time that we were writing, and we stayed connected. And this is another reason why prayer is important to me. And I know that prayer is important to Natasha. We prayed for each other, we kept each other in prayer, we encouraged each other, and we stayed in communication as best we could through the process. And so I'm so excited and happy for you, Natasha, to see that you were able to overcome the bumps in the road as life happens to all of us, and you
yeah,
stayed the course. Thank you so much for doing that. How did
yeah,
you feel while writing? What came up for you?
sure. I think, initially you have this fear, like, am I, adequate enough for this project? Is it something that I can do? Everyone has goals and dreams, and it's always been my goal to just be a part of a project like this or an author. And so I really think that as I begin to write, I was identifying with myself in different ways that I didn't even know existed. And so I was able to explore and just really unlock some things that were inside of me that I felt like needed to be shared. And so it was a great first experience as a co-author, being able to debut, and just really inspire myself, I guess.
Very good, Natasha. I love that. I really do. Look, I'm really proud of you. I've seen some things that you're working on, some things that you're doing. Very proud of you for those things. Keep sharing, keep being the beautiful
Absolutely.
person that you are, keep encouraging, and keep standing in your confidence. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you, Star.
We're going to talk to Neshama next. We're going to ask her a few questions, one of our co authors, and We Are Women of Substance, Volume 2, and see how she's doing today and what she wants to contribute to this conversation on today. Can you hear me, beautiful?
This is Renata. I'm just going to pop in for a second because I want
Okay.
everyone to have the best experience possible. So, when you go to Dreamspire TV and you click on the virtual cafe, you're going to see a spinning room around, and you're going to see that we are the women of substance. You're going to click and you're going to be able to join the live. You're going to be able to see the live. You're going to be able to see the room. You're going to be able to click on the pictures of the authors and buy their books. So let me just walk you through the steps real easy. Go to dreamspirebooks.com. Go to virtual launch. Once it loads, you're going to see a spinning screen. Go ahead and click in that screen, and then you'll see the picture. You'll see the little camera, and you can join it live and have the full interactive experience. Now back to regularly scheduled program. Who was the next person up, Star?
We have Neshama, I do believe, if she
Okay.
can hear me. Thanks, Miss Renata. Hey, beautiful, what's up? How
Hello,
are
hello.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good
Awesome.
now. I got some rest today after waiting for the Amazon numbers to come out and was up kind of late, but I'm good now. You feeling good?
I am wonderful,
What
wonderful.
did you
Thank
think
you.
when you heard about becoming an Amazon bestseller last
Oh,
night?
I was so excited. I was like, the Stros win the World Series, and I become a best-selling author in the same
Whoop,
night
whoop.
from
I
Houston.
know that's right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I got a couple questions for you as well. Tell us about the experience for you as you began to write and sort of dig into your thoughts about writing.
Um, I wasn't sure what I was gonna write before. I didn't know what story I wanted to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And when you live a lot of life, you have a lot of different instances. But working with the writing coaches really, really helped me develop my story and figure out how I wanted to tell that particular story to get my message out. Because that's really the main thing, getting the message out.
Yep. I loved your story, by the way. I read
Thank
it
you.
over and over and I really, really loved it. Thank you for sharing. I really felt like you came from a place of authenticity. And so thank you for that. What
Thank
would you
you.
tell someone who's considering doing a project and writing and telling their story, but they have some drawback or they feel some fear trying to creep up? What would you tell them to encourage them?
First of all, I would say just go ahead and say yes because you know you want to do it. You know it's going to be helpful. And I would also say if you're going to dip your toe in, like writing for the first time, to do it this way, to have a team that I didn't have to put together myself, and to have other co authors encouraging you. Like we were all so encouraging of each other. And I know that the stories are going to make an impact. So if you're thinking about it, just go ahead and do it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about the how. Just go ahead and say yes and then work on putting the pieces together.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, sis. That's amazing. Listen, y'all, a little birdie told me that she also sings. And I'm gonna see if she'll let me put her on the spot for just a quick second. Do you
Wow.
listen, sis? I always want to know through this process. Do you do any covers?
I do. I do. I do
I
some
love
covers.
covers, right? My husband and I are going actually this month to listen to a little concert, a little chickadee,
Nice.
and it's gonna be like covers being done, right?
Yeah.
So, would you give us just a little taste of what that's like?
Okay.
Because I don't sing. I would do it, but y'all wouldn't want me to.
um With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me, and you will see my arms. They'll hold you, baby. Believe. I got the words, because
Oh,
I
I love
believe.
it. Love. Oh,
Yes,
yes, girl. Yes. She happens to be one of my very
I
favorites,
love her. That's my auntie in
I
my head.
love, love, love her as well. We can go see her together. Woo woo.
Yes.
Anita in the building. We can go together for that one. I love me some Anita Baker.
Yes,
Yes. Telling
indeed.
my age a little bit, but yeah, I'm of the Anita Baker times.
Hey, I was there. I was there too. I was there too.
Yes, girl. Yes, yes. That's a whole nother Zoom kind of conversation, girl.
Yes.
So listen, when you was having struggles through the process, because we all have life happening to us through the process,
Yeah.
right? What's a little tip, a little nugget, a little something you can drop for the people that will help them? Like maybe somebody finds that they're having some financial issues, something has come up in their household, in their family, to keep them encouraged, not to give up, but to keep writing.
Just remembering your why. That is so important. Always come
Mhm,
back to your why
mhm.
because that trumps everything. That's the bigger picture. When you take a step back and look at why that you're doing what you're doing, why you're creating what you're creating, you'll see the importance of it and it'll allow you to push through. And then you'll start looking for resources and help and reaching out because that's really the main thing. We feel like we don't have support, but we do. We just don't want to reach out because we're afraid to admit whatever it is that's going on. But definitely use your support system and remember your why because the why is the biggest reason.
I love that. Thank you, sis, for sharing that. And thank you for taking this part of your journey with us. We are Women of Substance, Volume 2, Confident and on the Move. Stay
Thank you for
confident
inviting
and
me.
on the move. You are so welcome. All right, real quick, guys, before we head into talking to our next co author, really quickly, I'm going to do just an advertisement real quick. We had some people who supported us through this live launch online. I want to thank Miss Chastity Greenran from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, who is online. She believes in doing online prayer ministry, and her Facebook group is called Organically Spoken. That's her Facebook page. I'm sorry, Organically Spoken. She does prayer. She believes prayer is powerful. She uses Christian methods, teaching using the word of God and her experiences. Again, her Facebook page is Organically Spoken. She's a motivational speaker, and you can have virtual events with her online. You can join her for those virtual events regarding faith based subjects. Again, her name is Chastity Greenran from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Facebook page is Organically Spoken. We want to thank Chastity Greenran for being one of our amazing, amazing folks tonight who sponsored us for the live launch. And next, let's get another co-author in the building. Let's see if Brianne Ward is ready. Brianne, can you hear me, beautiful?
I can.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
We did it, Brianne. We did it. We did it. We did it. Listen,
We
y'all. Listen, y'all.
did.
Listen, y'all. Oh, we have on our t-shirts.
We
Look, we
do.
matching, y'all.
We
These are
repping.
We Are Women of
We
Substance
repping.
t-shirts. Yes. And so you can get those on my page. I'll make sure that I drop that link on my page so everyone can get their t-shirts. But let me tell you a little bit why I am so excited and all over the place and all this good stuff and why Brianne is so excited. Look, y'all, just before Corona happened, right? We were preparing for this book.
We were.
And when Corona hit, everybody got real scared, and we all, shut down. Everything shut down. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Brianne was going to be a co-author in the book way back then. And so when everything shut down and we were quiet for like 2 years trying to just deal with this whole pandemic, right? When we came back, the co-authorship looked different, y'all. The panel looked different, right? It looked different.
Yeah.
People were doing life. Life was changing. Things were happening. People moved on, and it looked different. But one of the people that stuck it out with me was Brianne Ward from Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
Yes, Des Moines in the building. So I'm
Yay.
so excited to have you with me and just
Yay.
elated that you waited and said yes to the project and kept going with us. So excited about that. Brianne, what was the best part of being in a project like this? Share with
I
the
think
people.
the best part, I believe, was the sisterhood that was created. Everyone had something going on, but everybody was able to unite to get this vision complete. And so it didn't feel like there was any pressure because we were coming authentically as ourselves, and we were pretty confident in our content. And so it wasn't really difficult, I think, for us to stay united when life was hitting us because we wanted to get our authenticity out.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. What do you hope people get from your chapter, Brianne?
That perfection is not necessary. Progress is all that matters. Yeah,
Let's say that again for the people in the back. Perfection is not necessary. Say the other part.
But progress is what matters.
But progress is what matters. Those of you who are struggling with perfection, I really want you to pick that nugget up and put it in your pocket, like real talk. Because I know what that feels like, trying to perfect something. And then I also know what it feels like when I said, you know what, God? Okay, if I don't know it all or I don't have it perfect, I'll go anyway. I'll do it anyway. I'll present the platform anyway. I'll write the book anyway. Come on now. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. You'll do it anyhow.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
that's what
Do
I
it
want.
scared.
Yes, do it scared. Leap. Take the leap of faith. Jump. Somebody's going to believe in you.
That's right.
Consistency works. Be consistent about what you want to do. God will send, He will send what you
Hmm.
need to accomplish His goals in your life.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, I love that. What church do you attend in Des Moines, Iowa? Are you in a
So,
a brick and mortar right now, or y'all still online?
nope, brick and mortar. My husband is
Okay.
a pastor, and so we go to Ames, Iowa. Friendship Baptist Church is where we serve. We've been there for 10 years now.
Okay, in Ames, Iowa. And it's
Hmm.
called Friendship
Baptist
Baptist
Church.
Church. All
That's
right.
right.
Very nice. I want to thank Brienne for jumping on with me today and for really just taking this whole ride with me. We have been through some things together. It's been some bumps in the road, but God has
Yes,
been faithful. And so I really do thank you um, for all that you have done through this process with the book.
absolutely.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right.
beautiful. All right.
Thank
Before we get
you.
ready to see another one of our cohorts in the book, I want to do another shout out to one of our sponsors, real quick. Yes, y'all, we had some beautiful sponsorship for this live online launch. I want to thank Spring C. Jackson at Kingdom Kids Child Care in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Y'all, Iowa's showing us some love today. Y'all know anybody in Iowa? Yes, there's some brown and some beautiful people in Iowa. It's all kind of people in Iowa, and there's a lot of love that has been given to us today by the folks in Iowa. So I want to thank Spring of Kingdom Kids Child Care, where they believe in kingdom principles and kingdom curriculum. Thank you, Spring, from Kingdom Kids Child Care in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Next, we're going to continue our conversation. Let's see who's next. We did Miss Brienne. Let's find Angie. Where's Angie? Is Angie in the building? Angie, are you in the building? Can you hear me, girl? We're looking for Angie, y'all. She'll be on in a second, I'm pretty sure. Let me look in the chats and see if there's anything that I need to say.
Hi.
Hey, that's Angie, y'all. How beautiful.
Hi.
How are you today, girl? How are you?
Very, very good. Thank
Good. I know it's
you.
Sunday, and I know you are usually busy on the weekends.
Yes,
Angie
yes.
wears a lot of hats, just like most of us. She wears a
Yes.
lot of hats, and she's very busy on the weekdays and the weekends.
Yeah.
What
I'm
did
here.
you think last night, girl? What did you think last night
Oh
when
my
you heard
gosh.
you were bestsellers?
I was like sitting in my bed at the time when I got it, and I'm like, we made number one.
I know.
I
It
was
was
super
really a
excited.
moment for me. It really
Yeah.
was. It was really a moment for me. I'm very grateful for all the support and all the love, and
Yes.
I'm really grateful to the co-authors like yourself who said yes to taking this journey with me and really just stayed the course because I've been
Yes.
watching you do your thing, girl. You've been doing your thing out
I've
there.
been,
I think you was out in Puerto Vallarta somewhere during the
yeah.
project and all kinds of things. I said, go ahead, girl. She did a whole brunch situation with some
Yeah.
beautiful women during this process. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
watching y'all, girl.
Yes.
Stand
Yes.
in your confidence. I love it. I love it. So
Yes.
listen, I got a question for you, just like I had a question for the other ones. What was the
Okay.
best part of working with this team and with myself?
The best part was because first of all, when I started, I said to Star, I said, I have a lot going on.
Yep.
um, and that was my only thing. Can I do this? And I just felt first, the fact that you reached out, I felt that this was God saying that yes, this is for you to do and you can do it.
Good for you.
With all the other things that's going on. And so I did that. And it was very smooth because though there were questions and so on and so forth, you guys definitely made me feel comfortable. I never felt alone in this process. Um, it made it feel like it was really easy. And like I would tell anyone, I would definitely do this again. Even though I was doing so many things, the process was still, to me, was easy.
Yay. I'm so,
Yeah.
delighted to hear you say it that way. Thank you so much. You were easy to work with and communicate it
Yes.
in a timely fashion. And that makes it even easier for the team that's working with you. So we appreciate you and had just a
Thank
joyous time
you.
working with you on the project as well.
Thank you so much.
My next question for you is, would you become a lead author on a project like this if we did all of the background work and you had to find all the people?
I definitely will. Actually, I had that conversation with myself today.
Ah,
I was like, I
that's
definitely will, and star you the star of the
That
show.
is amazing. That is amazing. Because look, I don't mind being in the background and let other people shine. I don't have to shine. My name is Star. I shine
Right, right.
automatically. You feel me? You feel me? And so I love letting other people take the spotlight and shine.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Tell us where you went and what you've been learning through this process. While you're writing, while everything is happening in life, what have you learned through this process?
I learned community support
Community
and
support.
support. I think that's just been the journey for me this year and a
Okay.
whole.
Mm-hmm.
Community and support. We can do anything if we connect with the right people.
Yeah.
You
Id-
know.
Identifying our circle of influence.
Yes, so
Yeah,
important that we're
yeah,
connected to the right
yes,
people. Yeah.
yes. Our alignment,
Yes.
making sure our alignment is correct.
Yes.
Wow, that's good.
Definitely. Yeah.
I like that. Angie, I know you do something when you're not writing books and you're not being the confident Angie in the book term, in terms of, being an author. What's a couple of the other things you do? What other hats do you wear?
Well, I am a salon owner and a hairstylist full
Yes,
time,
yes.
and I love what I do. I take care of my clients, and we just talk about a whole lot of things, of course, behind the chair and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Another thing that I do, I'm also a business credit coach. And so I teach entrepreneurs how to build business credit to get more capital to leverage their business and to get more of what they want for their business. And so that's another thing that I do. I'm very passionate about that. That is kind of like my new baby.
Oh, the business credit.
The business
That's
credit,
where
like,
it's at. Yes.
that's like my new baby.
Okay.
I have clients that I'm working with, and it's super amazing to see um, them, actually get results with working with me. And because I tell people, I've been in entrepreneurship for over 25 years, and there's a lot of things in that area that were not told to us, especially I feel like our community,
Yeah. You had to learn it. Hmm.
specifically our community. I felt like it was information that was held back from us. And so that's my passion right now, to get this information out, let people know, hey, if you have a business,
Hmm.
there's a thing called business credit, and it is not as difficult as you think to get
Okay.
started and build it. So that's what I
Okay.
do on the side. And I got a lot of other little things, but we're not going to talk
Awesome.
about those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Listen, y'all, we may be doing a webinar pretty soon. Who knows? You might find Angie as a part of the panel on the webinar, just,
Yeah.
throwing nuggets everywhere.
Yeah.
Keep your hands crossed. We'll see what happens. Angie, thank you so very much for
You're
saying yes to
welcome.
taking this journey with all of us on We Are Women of Substance Volume 2, Confident and on the Move.
Yes.
See you
Thank
later,
you.
beautiful.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you all for being here. Again, if you jumped in later on and not at the beginning, my name is Star Holmes Word. I am the confidence coach. I work with women and a few men, and I help people remove labels, particularly negative labels. I help you dig to find where that confidence is. What is stopping you from living your most confident life? Okay. I also help people become authors. You can write with me on a project and become an author that way, or you can also become your own lead author on a project. And my team does all of the hard work while you shine. All right. Thank you all for that. Next, I want to do another oh, look at my little sponsorship thing. That's so cute. Thank you, dreamspirebooks.com. And thank you to Renata and dreamspirebooks.com. Her platform was provided to us today so we could do this live interactive online virtual situation of a launch today. and it's been amazing. Next, I want to give some shout outs to another one of our sponsors today, Miss Cherise Dunes with Long Professional Services. She assists with resume writing, cover letters, career coaching. She's a speaker. She offers PDF assistance for job tips and resume tips. She's an author of Nellie's Great Idea, I Want to Be a Doctor, and Live a Life of Joy. She also has some handwriting books, and they're all on Amazon.com. So you all give her some love. You can reach her at 615 455 0179. Thank you, Cherise Dunes. And that's who's up next, you guys. She is one of the co-authors in We Are Women of Substance, Volume 2, Confident and on the Move. And I'm going to have a little chat with her right now.
Hey, Star.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you? Doing great now. It's Donez.
Donez. I said it wrong again, y'all. She told it to me earlier, and I still said it wrong. Forgive me. Mwah. Donez.
Okay.
Cherise Donez, you all. Yeah, she's doing a lot. She's a busy lady. She's a busy lady. She does some amazing things. And so thank you for being one of our sponsors tonight and being one of our co-authors in We Are Women of Substance, Volume 2, Confident on the Move. What was the process like for you?
It was a really smooth process.
Writing this book, writing this anthology this time.
Yes, it was a smooth process. Like I knew what I wanted to write about. My whole thing was how to narrow it down, because we had so much we could write. So
yeah. And you know what I noticed when I read your chapter, how nicely you narrowed it down, because sometimes we can really fluff things up with a lot of words, but Cherise really narrowed down to the A, B, C, D, E, F, G's of what she was speaking about. Give them just a little taint of what you shared. Yep.
Well, my book kind of talks about my marriage and, how it's okay to let people go no matter how long you've been with them. Sometimes you just have to let go and let God, and God will provide for you. And sometimes people are afraid to let people go, and it's okay. Sometimes you just have to say, this is not what God wants for me. This is not the right path.
Yeah. My background is domestic violence and sexual assault advocacy. I did that for some years in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with a company called Waypoint Services for women, children, and families. And when I read your chapter, I really did think about my time and my tenure with Waypoint. And I also thought about what was it like for you, Cherise, when you were right at the moment of getting ready to go? Because statistics show that is the most dangerous time for people who happen to be in volatile relationships. And so I thought about that. How were you able to make sure that everything was smooth for you as you ventured into your next part of life?
I guess just making sure, and I guess I really held on to the marriage a little too long because I wanted to make sure I was situated. Of course, I had kids and everything.
That was my husband, by the way. He said, hey, y'all.
Hey. I just really wanted to make sure I was financially situated. And that's what happens with a lot of women. They might not be financially situated, so they kind of stay in situations a little longer than they plan on doing. And, but, God put some things, line things up for me. And I was ready.
Yeah, you were ready and you made that leap. And ever since then, I see you have been building your confidence, building your business, just building. And you're a single parent mom of how many?
2.
Of 2 children. And she be everywhere doing everything. I see her at all the book events. Okay. She does not play about selling her books. I love that. Where can we find you next? Where will you be selling your books next? You have an event coming up yet?
You know what? Not just yet. Not just yet. I just got done doing
several throughout this process. I want to ask you another question real quick. What was it like working with the team?
It was, everybody had these busy schedules. But it was still yet a smooth process for me.
Okay.
You know, I could always ask you questions. If I had a question about anything, you were nice and always sweet.
And let me
And
tell you, Sharice gonna ask questions. She gonna be on time. She gonna ask where everybody is. Are y'all there? Why are you late? She don't play no games. I love that. You are a great team member, and you have great leadership qualities. So
Thank you.
thank you for that, Sharice. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for saying yes to the book. We're happy that you're with us. I've known Sharice from networking events when I lived in Nashville, Tennessee, where my two oldest children still reside. So thank you for that.
No problem. I couldn't say no to you.
Oh, yeah. And I look forward to doing other things. You know, the connection and the love between all of us in the group is real and it's authentic, and we support each other where we can. And so I'm happy about that. Let's continue to do so and say bye to Sharice for now.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks, beautiful.
That book.
All right. Okay, next, guys, let's have a conversation real quick. Well, let me see if I have another advertisement real quick. I believe we have one more. Nope, I don't see one. Oh, look at that one. Yes, I could tell you about that a little bit. Okay, Dubai, May 2023, y'all. So right now, when we wrap up book number 2, we're getting ready to do book number 3. Yes, y'all. And we have some openings right now. We have about 4 openings, I do believe, for book number 3. We want to do the live launch in Dubai, May 2023. Every woman of substance is invited to join us, and we are even accepting our male counterparts to please come and support us and love on us as we take a yacht cruise and be together in an atmosphere of fun and just scrumptiousness, y'all. Just scrumptiousness. We plan to do this thing really, really nice for you. So May 2023, join us for We Are Women of Substance live launch on the yacht, where we're going to do our launch for the book. If everything, you know, health-wise is okay, everybody, that's where we'll be. We'll be sharing more information on Facebook and other social media platforms about how you get involved and get your tickets for May 2023, where we're going to Dubai. Thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you that have been joining us tonight. And I'm sorry we weren't able to take questions tonight, but I did jump into our group where we were taking questions, and I gleaned from that a few questions that I should ask. Real quick, we're going to talk to our next co-writer in the book, Miss Kiona Dunbar. Hey, Kiona, are you in the building?
I'm in the building.
Hey, girl, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
I see your t-shirt. I see your t-shirt. Yes, women of substance. Y'all came through tonight. I love it. I love it. I love that you took this journey with me, girl. I really do. Kiona is so amazingly funny, y'all. Just naturally, like she just naturally is someone who I've always been drawn to be friends with, and our sisterhood is real and it's authentic. And I could be like, Sis Kiona, why have you invited 50 people to our group when they supposed to be in the family thing over here, and you done invited them to the writing group over here? And I just be tickled. Like, she is so funny to me, and she don't get mad. She just be like, "Oh, here I go again."
Just forgive me. Just forgive me. I try. So
process, girl. I love it. Thank you so much. Life has happened during this project for Kiona and I. We have had some special bonding that we have done through this process. And so Kiona lost some people in her family that she was very close to, that mean the world to her. I lost someone in my family, my son, my baby boy. And look, I took a little bit of time off just to get my bearings together. And then I came back. And through that process, Kiona said to me that she had lost someone, and I won't share that unless she wants to share that in her family. That was very dear and near to her heart. And so we bonded over the grieving process of our losses. And it's just been a whirlwind of a situation. So thank you for saying yes, first of all. And secondly, thank you for staying the course and continuing to venture into your writing, which you really said that you wanted to do. How happy
Absolutely.
do you feel today, Kiona? Because it's done. You're a writer. It's official.
It's like my dreams actually coming true. I don't know about the other ladies, but since I was a little girl, I
Mhm.
always wanted to be an author. That is something I always wanted to be. Um, so for me to be alive and to see it happen, and it's amazing. I can't explain it. Um,
Yeah, yeah, it
words will
is.
never express what
Mhm.
it feels like.
Yeah.
You know,
And then wait, girl, to write the book and then become a number one bestseller author. And we were number one, we were number two, we were number 15. Like we were in a lot of categories
these
last
are the
night.
categories
And
where
so yeah, it was pretty amazing. Look, I was sleepy looking like, and Coach Pam, our editor, I don't know if she's on today. I don't think she's on today, but shout out to Coach Pam because look, she stayed up all night and was screenshotting where we were to me. And look, I was getting frustrated earlier, like, what's going on? I don't see the numbers clicking. The numbers is not numbering for me. And Coach Pam was like, will you please go lay down? I'll take care of this part. You go lay down somewhere. Find something to do, ma'am. So she screenshotted me, and I was like, well, what does this mean? And
we're
she was like, you did it. You guys did it. And I was so excited. And I knew you would be excited because this was your dream. And we had talked about that. And to be honest, this is my dream too. And this is a part of who I believe God has created me to be. I want to say thank you for taking this opportunity and running with it and going ahead and doing your thing and writing. Congratulations to you. I pray that you have many more books that's in your spirit, be able to, become a published author many times over. What did you feel while you were writing, Miss Kiona? What did it feel like? What came
um
up for you?
let's see. So you know my title, I ended up calling it The Emancipation of Kiona Vanette.
Mm-hmm.
And it freed me.
Ooh, that's
Um
strong.
so many years, you know, I have pushed back the things that have happened to me as a woman in my life because for one I grew up a Christian, and then certain things are taboo and you're not
To
supposed to
talk
talk
about.
about.
Mm-hmm.
And in this journey I was able to talk about it.
Go, girl.
And
While you say that, hold on. Uh, to that thought, I want to share with everybody because as a woman who is a kingdom believer, and there are things that are taboo that we don't often talk about, I decided to talk about some things, and I'm going to go to my Facebook page and share with you. I think it's next Thursday night, we're going to talk. So those of you who are Facebook friends with me, check out my Facebook page. I have an advertisement on there where if you're a lady, we're going to do a dial in. It has I can give you the telephone number. If you say you're interested in having this conversation, I'm going to mediate a conversation between women. And it's an opportunity for us as women to be able to talk about anything we want to talk about, things that we might not normally feel comfortable talking about face to face, looking into each other's eyes. Sometimes it makes us teary because it's hard to talk about certain things. Well, we're going to be able to talk about them. We have a dial up coming up, women's conversation. So I just wanted to share that since you tapped on that. That was just like a perfect entry for that. And thank you for letting me do that. And keep telling us about how you kind of suppressed, but now you feel free.
um I suppressed for a long time, and when I first started writing, um, I'll share my story. Um, my best girlfriend that I
Don't
met in
give them
Iowa,
everything now. They got to buy the book. Just a
yeah,
snippet.
she was battling cancer for a while, and so she was coming towards the end of her life while I'm writing the book. And the one thing I remember her saying to me is, "You're going to be a great author. You just have to don't care what anyone thinks.
Mm,
Be the authentic Kiona.
yeah.
They're either going to
Yeah.
love you or they're going to hate you. But if
Yeah.
you're yourself, I guarantee you that God is going to give you everything you want, because I know, as my best friend and you as a person, you deserve it. So it stuck to me. And
That's
of
good.
course, in the midst of writing, she passed
I'm
on.
sorry.
And it was rough.
It
I mean,
was
it was
rough. I
rough.
remember that. Yeah.
Oh,
That was one of them bumps in the road I was talking
yeah,
about, guys.
it was really, really rough for me. And it was just like a, and then after she passed, it was like a host of things were wrong. My car was hit, it was in the shop
Life
fixing
was
up.
happening, girl. Life was
Life was, it
happening.
was just life.
While we were still writing, life was
But we
still
were still
happening for
writing, and
everyone. Yes.
it was just life happening. And then just when I almost, and then because of what she said to me, um I was afraid to say I need help. But something on the inside said no,
Come
say
on.
you need help. And I was able to connect with Star, and through her hurt and my hurt, um we were able to get things done. And she was like, what do you need? And I was like, look, you already going through something and I don't want it. She was just like, nope, I need to know, what do you need? What do you need now? And that, first of all, it gave me a sense of, I am really not alone in this world. And it doesn't matter if I don't have all of my family members supporting me. God has sent people around me to support me,
Yes.
um, in the good and the bad. And
Yeah.
so for me, it was just life-changing experience. The ladies was all so nice. And even though they didn't quite know all that was going on, because that wasn't the only death that happened, people,
Right.
while we were writing
Right.
this book, I
Right.
lost like a lot of people. And when I say recently, like right before we was able to finish, I
Mhm.
lost a cousin in a car accident.
That's
Literally.
right.
Just
Yep.
it was just, it was a lot going on. But the one thing this experience taught me is that sisterhood is real, and
It's real.
you have to really center yourself around people who mean you well. And that's
Woo.
what I learned from
Mm.
this project, to learn how to center myself around people who mean me well.
Yeah.
Um,
That means something, Kiona. You know, if I could talk just for a second,
mhm.
sometimes, you wonder when you don't start where everyone else has been able to start in life at some of the things that God has blessed my hands to be able to be a part of. You wonder, am I making a difference? You know, do people get it? Do they get your heart? Do they understand you? That the platform is not for me necessarily, but it's for other people, because sisterhood is important, and God wants you to bless some other people besides yourself. And so I want to thank you for being a part of this project, and you're a very kind and loving person, and so I thank you for that, and I continue to pray for you and your family, that you all are healing the best that you can through these things, because I know how difficult they can be. Y'all, excuse me. I didn't mean to get all emotional.
And sometimes it's hard,
It
because I'm
is.
not going to say,
Sometimes it's
because
hard.
sometimes it's hard. And I think for me, the reason why I pull back on telling you I needed the help is because I remember when you was pregnant with your little brown boy.
That's right.
I remember
That's
when
right.
you brought him to church in the carrier.
Yep.
So
Me
it
too.
was like I could feel that pain, and I was like, I cannot put my pain and pressure on her, because I know she's going through a pain that she's never experienced. And when you, and I'm going to say this, when you opened up the doors and said, whatever we need to do to help you, what can I do to help you? And I said, well, I do. You said, no. Mm-mm. What do I need to do to help you? And for me, that let me know that, for one, I'm blessed that God chose chose to put you in my life.
Thank you.
Personally.
I totally
Um,
feel that as well, Kiona. I do. And I thank you. And I don't want to take up all this time, but I just wanted to get real with you real quick because as Kiona said, I know Kiona from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. When I lived there, we went to church together to Living Waters Kingdom Church. What's the new name of the church now?
I think his new name is, I can't remember because I ain't been there in a long time. I
But
forgot.
it's
Oh,
Pastor is
Victorious Life. It's
Victorious Life,
Victorious.
yes, with
Mm-hmm.
Bishop Cimarron
Right,
Dawson.
Dawson.
And oh, I'm so bad. I always call him Pastor Dawson because that's what I called him for years.
For
But it's
years.
Bishop Cimarron Dawson. And he also spoke at my son's services via satellite. And so I want to thank him for who he has been in my life and the church that we both came from in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and all of our members and friends in Cedar Rapids. Thank you all for the support. We love you guys. We're trying our best to make God proud of us, to stay in our journey. Kiona, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. Thank you for taking this journey with me. And I'm just going to take a moment to pause. I believe our host tonight, Renata from
Presenting We Are the Women of Substance, Volume 2, being released November 2022. Check us out on Amazon and other outlets where you get books.
Thank you to everyone who joined us this evening. Thank you to every author. Thank you to everyone who has supported each of the authors, who purchased the books for them on their website or on their landing pages. We want to thank you for that. And we want to give a special thank you to Pam, who was our editor, to Darlene, who was our creative writing manager, and to Renata, who is our host for the dreamspirebooks.com live event here on the virtual reality platform. Thank you so much, everyone. We're getting ready to do our round table discussion. All right. We got a roundtable discussion going on in the building. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for being on and letting me have a conversation with you tonight. We wanted to do a roundtable at the end so that if anyone had something in their being that they wanted to say or they wanted to get out to the audience about who you are and what you do, you have the opportunity to do that now. Who wants to share?
I can go first.
Okay, come on with it. Tell them your name and what you do and where you're at.
Well, again, you all, I'm Brianne Ward, live in Des Moines, Iowa. Not only am I best-selling author, I am a therapist here in town. I'm a mental health counselor licensed for the state of Iowa. I'm also a consultant in town as well. So we do a lot of small human service businesses. We go in and we do equitable audits, make sure that there's inclusivity going on and that the staff morale is high so that service delivery is well received by everyone in our community. So I am really grateful that I got to talk about that part of me in the book and how I allowed it to balance out with the rest of my life. So.
And I thought you did a very good job of that. Thank you for what you do in our community. Who's next, ladies?
I'll go. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Kim.
I am a teacher that
Tell them your name first and where you're from.
First of all, my name is Kiona Dunbar. I am currently a best-selling author. Thank you. I am currently, I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. So I moved back home about 3 years ago, I think, back to the area. I am an special education teacher. I run a program called the LAP program. So my program takes kids that have mental issues and anger issues, and I reteach them. I get them to the level they need to be, and then I send them out to general education classes, and then I check up on the babies all day long. Besides that, I have a master's degree in business, so business is my first love. So last year I started my first business creating small business plans for small businesses. So it's going pretty decent. I kind of like it. I was able to help a couple of people get a couple of loans they needed for them to start their business.
Awesome.
If you ever need me and you got a business plan and you don't quite know what you want to do, call me. This girl,
You're so
put you
silly,
there.
Kiona.
I'll get
Thank you
there.
for sharing, girl. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nishama Alahim, the self-love minister, and I get to help amazing people shift the way that they see themselves, own their personal power, and just create some really amazing things in their lives and businesses. I'm from Houston, but I'm currently in Austin.
Austin,
And
Texas.
yeah, and so I offer coaching and consulting. So one-on-one and group coaching in self-love, confidence, everything related to self-love, because people normally think self-care when they hear self-love, but there's so many different aspects to it. There's self-awareness, self-worth, self-development, self-respect, self-esteem, all of those things. And so that's what we work on. And I'm also a content strategist because I got into the business game doing digital marketing and web design. So that's my first baby.
That's awesome. Look, I remember reading something that you said, and it really marinated with me in my spirit. I remember you saying something to the effect of, and you'll have to help me, that oftentimes we pick up other people's junk and allow it to reside within us. Girl, that thing right there was powerful. And I have said that many times. You know, when I had a special needs son, two of them, and I used to tell my son when he was little, the oldest, Jonathan, I used to tell him, put up your shield, put up imaginary shield. When somebody says something that you don't want to penetrate inside of you, and I'm going to tell you ladies that put up your imaginary shield. Don't accept everything that everybody says to you. And we talk about that a lot when we're going deep and taking off labels that people have placed on you, and you're like, they said this about me, they said that about me, and I began to believe it. Well, you could have believed it before. Well, today we're about to unbelieve that thing. We're about to dig that thing up from the roots. You know what I mean? You don't want to work with me because I'm real passionate. Only people who can understand the passion really want to work with me. Okay?
I get it.
So we're going to move along before I get in trouble. Sharice.
Hey.
We did a whole promo. Sharice was one of our supporters tonight. So I'm going to let her say it again, any part she wants to. But she did a whole promo and she supported us tonight with her business. So we want to thank you for that.
Hey, no problem. So again, I'm Sharice Donez, and you can actually find me with the hashtag LongPS. And again, my business is Long Professional Services. I do resumes, cover letters, career coaching, speaking. I also, of course, I'm an author of other books. Nellie's Great Idea, I Choose to Live a Life of Joy, journal. And also, I Want to Be a Doctor and some other things. And you can find me on Amazon.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. She burning Amazon up. Go ahead, girl. All right, Natasha, tell us about your new business, where you are and what you do.
You're muted, sis.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, but you have to unmute, Natasha.
Got
there
it.
You
got it. There
you
go. Thanks, guys. I'm Natasha Ayeti, and I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So I'm glad to see that I got some more sisters on here from Iowa. But really, this year, I just launched my business. It's called Colifin Health. And over the last 14 years, I've worked in healthcare from, just being a medical assistant all the way up to management, and just realizing that there's a disconnect with our healthcare system, not being a number, and really just identifying ways to connect the dots. So all the way from corporation down to the people who provide the care, and then the ones who are receiving the care. So I recently just launched that, and it's been so amazing because I want to empower the healthcare workers to really love what they do again, so that they can love on the people they provide care for. So many are leaving the workforce right now because they don't feel supported or they're not adequately trained, as well as I don't see a lot of my sisters, out there as nurses in Iowa. And so a lot of times I'm in the room, but I can't identify with anyone. No one can understand where I'm coming from. So just empowering young minority women to really go forth in the nursing and the healthcare field, whether it's being a nurse practitioner or a nurse or a CNA, and continuing their careers and feeling supported and mentored, and really empowering them. And then next year, our goal is to start a non-for-profit hospice house and giving people the ability to experience end-of-life quality, and not cutting off those who don't have the financial funds or the needs to be able to experience that part of life. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm a #1 author. Hey, first time. I'm super excited. So I'm just excited to work with you guys. So
thank you, Natasha. I have also was very excited to work with you and each of you women. I just realized and hadn't thought about that. There are 3 women who worked with us that were from Iowa. So again, Iowa, really, y'all in the building. I really do appreciate you guys for us, the support and the love. And I plan to give back because I spent a lot of years in Iowa, off and on in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and often traveled to Des Moines for sexual assault and domestic violence advocacy training, many years doing that. And so thank you. And each of you queens wear your crown today. You worked very hard. And this is just the beginning of continuing to really, wear your crown and continue on the progress that God has placed inside of you and your gifts and sharing with your community. Natasha, keep on building. We need more of us in leadership roles so that we do have people that sit at the table that identify with us, or that we're creating our own tables. Thank you all for creating the table. Thank you for creating the table, ladies. I'm excited about that. And I don't take it lightly that, our Caucasian sisters in the business, I have many of them who are very loving and kind, and they want to know what it is that they could do to connect with us. And we're looking for people right now to be in book number 3, Faithful, Flawed, and Fervent. It is a series with We Are Women of Substance. And so all the women, we're looking for you to be able to have a conversation and really express what that means to you, becoming a woman of substance. Because a woman of substance is me, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you. It's all of us and our experiences that, we share with other people. Look, it was hard. I cried at night. Nobody was there. But this is how you can make it over, sis. This is how you can get through that really tough moment. So I want to thank you all for showing me what the faces of the women of substance look like on today. And I have a little surprise for you guys. We're going to say bye to our panel for now. Thank you all. Congratulations on becoming best-selling authors, everyone. We are going to take a quick break because I think Renata, who is our host, has something she might want to share with us. And then after we're done with that, we're going to have a little conversation with a beautiful lady named Charlene Hara Owamana. Charlene was in my first anthology called We Are Women of Substance, Volume 1. Charlene was. And so I'm going to take a little break. I'm not sure if she's coming directly on or not. But in the meantime, while we wait for Charlene to pop up if she's coming, or if there's a commercial break, I'm going to tell you about something I have going on in 2023. In 2023, we are doing coaching via text, messaging, email, and Zoom. So those of you who say, I don't have the time to, come where you are, or you're not in the state where I am, but I really like to sit down and talk to you about some things that are in the inside of me that I don't, want there. I want to dig those roots of that thing out and talk about it and really become confident again, or for the first time even. Then, you want to reach out to me, let me know. You can even let me know in the comments, in the comment section, and I will come and find you and reach you. Our website is star MH, Star Mason Homes. So it's starmhword.com. And it'll be coming out. It'll be launching very soon. I had hoped it would be ready for tonight. It isn't ready tonight, but it will be very soon. That's starmhword.com. starmhword.com. That is my website that will be coming out very soon. Also, don't forget about the live launch on the yacht in Dubai in 2023. Let us know if that is something you're interested in and you're a woman of substance and you want to come and bring your group with us to enjoy that and celebrate with us. If you are interested in becoming a lead author, we have opportunities for you as well. My team does the hard work. You bring the people. Okay? In 2022, in 2023, we have journals and planners coming out. So we have 2 journals, 2 planners to choose from. They're $29.99 each. And we have those things coming out. So stay tuned to our social media and watch us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And we'll be communicating those things with you. Renata is our host tonight with dreamspirebooks.com. We want to say a special thank you to her. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, it's been my pleasure being a part of this. I'm really excited. I just want to tell you guys, connect with Dreamspire TV. You're on the website, so take a look. We have a bookstore with over 200 authors. So we need to have your book in our bookstore. We also do a streaming show called the Authors Lounge where we interview authors. And we have a magazine, Dreamspire Books, where we will put you on the cover. We also have a celebrity platform where we've interviewed everybody from Beyonce's daddy, Dr. Matthew Knowles, to Tamala Mann. So connect with us. We have a lot going on. We have a business platform, Inspire, for entrepreneurs and motivators, where we've had over 64 people on our cover. So while you're on the website, doodling around, go to the bottom. You will connect with our other platforms. You can see this in the replays on YouTube. So you'll be able to view the whole thing on YouTube tonight if you want to watch it. But come back to the website. I'm going to leave your event up for the next 3 days. So people will be able to come back to Dreamspire Books, click on your picture now that they've gotten to know you, and buy your book straight from the virtual cafe. So go in there, play, see what we have going on. Really, Star, it's been my pleasure.
Thank you for having us. This has been such a great experience. And I plan to do more with dreamspirebooks.com. And, I want to be featured in a magazine and all those good things. So, again, I am with Renata. Explore the tabs. Get to know what the website has to offer. It's an amazing platform, and be creative. Renata and I were having a conversation yesterday about some other things you might be able to do. And so really get with her and work something out. It's a great platform. Are we going to get a chance to speak to our author from the first book, We Are Women of Substance, Volume 1? Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We close
Thank
that
you
out.
for your hospitality.
You're so welcome. So I'm going to pop out of here because
I
was going to really be on screen.
Renata, thank you for jumping on.
And pop your special guest.
Okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you? Look,
I'm telling you,
I'm excited.
I am wonderful. Yes.
I'm excited. This is Charlene, y'all. Charlene was in Volume 1 way back in the day when I first started writing books. Charlene was in We Are Women of Substance Volume 1. And our process is a bit different now than it was back then. I've learned a lot since then, but this is one of our amazing cohorts that we had in the book, Charlene. And there was, I think, 11 amazing women that we had an opportunity to write with in Volume 1. And so, I want Charlene to talk to you about her experience with Volume 1 and writing. And then I want her to bring us all the way up to date. She's been writing books ever since. And she's done something really special where she wants to talk about how she honored her mom. And I want you guys to hear this. Tell us your story, Charlene.
Yes, yes, everyone. I am so excited. I am excited about the new authors. I am ecstatic with that cover you guys had. That
Oh,
cover is it set part two off. I'm just telling
thank
you right
you.
now. Um
Thank you.
when I first started to write it I'm just so excited today. But my uncle was the one who inspired me to work. When I was a young girl, he used to make us write every week. In order to get allowance, we had to read a
Wow.
book and write a report.
My
And he
uncle
would
did
take
that
that
too.
report.
We didn't get
Yeah.
allowance, but we still had to read and write.
But what I found out over the years was he could not read or write himself. So he made
He didn't want
sure.
that for you all. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I came across working with Star through one of my best friends,
Yep.
I tell you, this first volume was a book that took me on a journey.
Didn't
And
it?
when I said a journey, I mean I had restless nights. I had crying spells.
Hmm.
I had non-sleeping moments.
Yeah, we dug real deep on that first one. We wrote a bit of a chapter on that first one.
Man, you would think that I was going up for a doctorate degree and I had to get that together.
I know. Yes, girl. Yeah.
So much has happened since then.
Yeah. Tell us
Uh,
about that journey. I know you wrote with me back, I don't know, I think it might have been 2018.
yep, it
And
was
then since then,
2017
I've
and we
seen
published in
so
2018.
many books from you. How many? Where you at? What's the numbers?
I have 19 books and
19, y'all.
two kid books.
I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and so happy God gave you to me and me to you to work together.
Exactly, exactly. And my chapter was called The Pain I Felt and Won.
Mm,
I
mm.
was on a
Give us
journey to
give us just a
win.
little snippet of what it was about.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read a little part of
Okay.
a poem that I wrote,
Okay. I remember that.
and it's called "Why Don't You Believe Me?"
Yep.
Why don't you believe me? Tears flow from my eyes. I was a child with a vivid imagination, seeking professional help. Why don't you believe me? Do you hear me? My heart is bleeding. Are you here to help me? Or do you really understand me? I depended on you. I depended on your expertise. You're the expert. Why don't you believe me? Yes, we have different cultures, and I know it's true. I know your culture. Do you know mine? Your uncaring ways have me in a cloud. Why don't you believe me? I lay awake at night after night, praying one day that you would hear me. Why don't you believe me? I remember the room, so cold, white plain walls. Why don't you believe me? I cried every day during my visits, and you did nothing to heal me. I laid up countless nights, wishing you could hear me. Why don't you believe me? Why did you give me medication? What did you think that would do? What I needed was an ear. What I needed was guidance. What I needed was an expert to hear me. What I really needed was someone to believe in me. My mind, my body, and my spirit still to this day seeks peace. I just did a seminar yesterday called Womanish.
Hmm.
I had a group of 13 to 18-year-old girls I read that poem to. And I asked them what did they get out of it. They
Hmm.
came up with million different reasons as to why that poem was written. And I
Wow.
told them that was me. I was so grateful that you, Star, gave me the wisdom and the courage to talk about that experience. The
Yeah.
experience was that my mom and my younger brother had passed away from a house fire when I was 15. I was inherited an 18-month-old to raise at 16.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, He provided me, my sister, and my oldest brother with all the love we needed to help each other survive. I
Yeah.
am a survivor, and
You
I am
are.
here to give anyone who has a story to tell to birth that story. That
Yeah.
story has helped so many. You know, when you tell your story, you never know how it may spark someone else.
That's right.
And I started a nonprofit for my mom and my younger brother. It's called the Elizabeth Dorothy Fullard Foundation. This foundation has been in the makings for years, but I would never let it come out. So, um, I want to dedicate this foundation to Star. It took me 4 years to finally be able to start a foundation in my mom's name. Becoming a co-author with We Are the Women of Substance, my very own first book as a co-author. The pain I felt and won, I can say I have officially started to become obedient to God and to do what He has gifted me with. I started Elizabeth Dorothy Fuller Foundation to assist vulnerable families and to support children of house fires by supporting them due their tragic events and providing scholarships support once they're old enough to attend college or technical school. This has been on my mind for a long time, and now it's time for me to support a foundation that will outlive my expectations. So if you would like to donate to this foundation, you can donate to Cash App at EDFFOUNDATION, which is $EDFF Foundation. Your funds will be used to support and help educate children from house fires to excel in college and technical school. And Star, I just want to let you know I have been busy. I have to work tonight, but tonight was a night that I had to be here
Oh
to
my
let you
gosh.
know that not only you birthed a book out of me, you birthed a foundation
Oh
that's
wow.
going to outlive our expectations.
Wow. Charlene, my I, I usually can talk. I never can't talk. Woo, you got me tonight. Thank you, Charlene.
Yes.
I will definitely try to support you in any way that I can with your foundation. You really shocked me tonight. I was not expecting this. When I talked to Charlene, she had never shared this with me, so I didn't know anything about this. I only knew that she had done something in her mom's name, a foundation, in the last 10 minutes before we started the show. That's when I found out. But as far as like her thanking me the way that she did, I didn't know any of that part. So, Charlene, I thank you so very much. And I'm honored to be a part of that, to show love to those who need it in any way that I can. I believe that God is going to continue to bless you, continue to bless me, and everyone connected to us. Let's stay on that journey. I love the fact that we do this because it's a part of who we are, who God has created us to be. And it's not about money and it's not about blessing ourselves financially, but it's about helping His people and continuing to do that through our generation and generations to come. So I want to thank you for that. God bless you, Charlene, for all that you're going to do with your foundation in your mother's name. You've done a really, really good job. I remember, you guys, when
Thank
I
you.
first saw Charlene, let me tell you what she did. Charlene jumped off a building. I'm talking about a big, tall skyscraper. Charlene was hooked up with all this stuff all over her one day, y'all, and she in this helmet thing, and she went live and she jumped off a building. I don't have building jumping in me. That's not my ministry.
Yes, that was a 32-story building
Oh my God, it was a
in
32
Baltimore
story building,
City.
y'all. I was so nervous when Charlene did this. I didn't know what to do with myself.
But it
And
was for a great cause.
it
It was
was a
for the
great
Kidney
cause.
Foundation.
Yep, it was a great cause. And Charlene is always doing something for a great cause. Thank you, Charlene, for also being on the front lines during the pandemic. I saw you, girl. I saw you. Even if I didn't
Thank
get
you.
a chance to take the chance to say something to you, I thank you. I thank every other person that has been on the front lines. We see y'all. We know how difficult that it has been for you. We know we act the monkey as people. We say things that's not nice and we don't act nice. We understand that. And I just want to thank you for all of your hard work that you have done. And I know you have raised your nieces and oh, Charlene has done so much in her family. She's a beautiful, beautiful person. Listen, I will be sharing your foundation information on my Facebook page and every social media platform that I have. So you all will hear from Charlene via me, or you connect with her directly. I'm just overwhelmed at this point. It's time to say goodnight. Listen, I'm glad
Okay.
y'all came. You ain't got to go home, but we got to get the heck out of here. Renata, thank you for everything that you have done. The platform has been amazing tonight. I shall use it again, and I really do want to be a part of more of what is going on with Renata Brown, who was our host tonight from dreamspirebooks.com. Check her out. Show her some love. Tell her I sent you. Bye, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you.